Good morning, everybody. Um, Hope you're having a blessed day and that you're in high spirits. Um, it's sunny out here, um, and it's going to be a good day uh, because I chose it to be. What I want to talk about is dealing with complicated people. All of us deal with complicated people on a daily basis. Uh, Sometimes because of the situation or circumstances, there's no avoiding it. What you can avoid, though, is not taking on somebody else's truth. People are going to come into your life in two ways. They're either going to complement it or they're going to complicate it. Whether in your personal relationships or intimate relationships with people, they're going to complicate it or they're going to complement it. What you take on is up to you. How you respond to people's negativity is up to you. You don't have to take on that negativity either. Stay in your own truth, and it goes back to saying that. I say that a lot. Stay in your own truth. I couldn't mean that more and with more conviction, on a daily basis, I try to stay in my own truth. It helps me deal with people who are complicated. It helps me deal with complicated situations. Is it something that I created? Is it something that I can avoid? I don't have to leave the door open to it. I can close the door at any time. I don't have to acknowledge it. I don't have to respond to it. That's my choice, and it's your choice. You know, take time to understand where you're at, how long it took you to get there, and are you really going to give anybody power and control over the way you think or feel? That's a lot of power to give up. And don't give your power up to anybody unless you're helping them. And even then, you need to talk to positive people and keep positive people in place in your life that you can communicate with that will help recharge your battery and get your energy back up. Because on a daily basis, whether we're dealing with positive people or complicated people, we are giving energy out. And it's important to recharge. Sometimes it may just take sitting down with an elder. It may take sitting down with somebody who's on a higher spiritual level to help balance you out and help you feel better, more optimistic and charged into the day, looking at things in a positive manner. Uh, that's one of the reasons why I've created the group, The Power of Living, is just for that purpose, so that people can take a break. They can read positive messages from other people that are in a group. So other people in a group are able to share with people a different way of thinking and a different way of looking at life in a positive manner. You take these positive messages, take time, take a break, take 5 minutes to read some of the posts that people post in there, the positive messages that they put up, and how they try to view life. It really will change your attitude. You know, it's like saying attitude of gratitude. Also, if you have an attitude of gratitude, it's a little hard to be miserable if you're busy being happy and grateful for what you have in your life and the blessings that you've been given. Believe that that you have the power and the ability to change all things that are going on in your life. We create our own reality. Uh, Believe it or not, you know, there's dark forces, there's light forces, there's all kinds of factors that play into our daily lives. And, if we look at life differently than just walking through with blinders on, we'll see a whole different picture. We'll have a whole different perspective on things. And it really is about changing your perspective on life. You know, it's like people can sit and say, why does all these bad things keep happening to me? Why are all these bad things happening to me? Try changing your energy, uh, because your energy has a lot to do with what you're bringing into your life. If bad things are happening, it's probably because you're manifesting it. You're thinking, man, things are going too good, something bad's going to happen, and then something bad happens. Um, it's like you created that reality, you manifested it, and you know, start training your mind to tell you positive things. Positive things are going to happen in your life, and you'll see changes. I assure you. It's not easy. Um, we're all students and we're all teachers, and we all have to depend on each other to um, help each other out through our struggles, and and that's what it's all about, helping each other out, building each other up. There's there's way too many people out there that are drama filled and tearing people down and breaking them down and have nothing but negative to say about people. If you let that affect you, it's because you chose to let it affect the way you think or feel. And you don't have to. That's not your truth. Why would you let it? If they're struggling within themselves, you don't have to take on that struggle and make it a part of your reality. Let that be theirs. That's something that they got to grow through. That's something that they got to get beyond. If somebody don't like you, it's a huge world, man. They don't have to be a part of yours, and you don't have to let them. It's really simple. It's about owning up, taking responsibility for yourself and what you're going to allow into your life, what you're going to accept, and what you believe. You know, if you buy into the negative things that people are telling you, it's going to start to affect your self-esteem and the way you feel about yourself. Your attitude is going to change. Your energy is going to get lower, and you're going to be either sad, depressed, or angry and pissed off. Um, you know, there's nothing saying that you have to accept anything into your life that you're not willing to allow there. You know, um, God will teach us things because there's things in our life that we need to learn. That's on a whole different level. And you know it when it's coming from God. If it's coming from your creator or your higher power. Hold on a second. I need that in my ear. Um, there's a whole different experience waiting there, because if it's coming from the creator, it's something that we have to learn. It's something that we have to go through, and it's something that we have to experience. But if it's coming from other people, uh, we have the ability to change what we're willing to accept, and we don't have to play a part in somebody else's role of life and what it is that they have to learn or experience. All we have to do is be that positive message, and that positive message might be just all you need to do to plant a seed, to give them something to look at. You know, Same thing with you. You're going to go into somebody's life, and you're either going to complicate it or you're going to complement it. And take a look at how you are when you go into somebody's life. If you put all kinds of expectations on people, you're going to complicate their life and you're going to frustrate yours, because chances are your expectations are so high that you can't even meet them. How could you expect somebody else to? And that's one way of avoiding frustration uh, and getting upset. We as people have a tendency to get caught up in self-centeredness and being selfish. I am not above or beyond this, and this is a constant character defect that I have to work on a daily basis, so that I have to make sure that I'm not being self-conscious. I mean, not self-conscious. I'm not being self-centered and all about myself. And I try not to do that. I try to give as much back as I can. I also have to make sure that, you know, that I'm staying out of ego, and that's a tough one too. Ego will affect the way that you deal with people, especially complicated people, on a daily basis. We all have ego. We all have pride. Uh, there's no getting around it. We're human beings. It's just a part of our character. It's part of our makeup. Um, we're able to control that though by understanding what humility is, and focusing on being humble. Um, you don't have nothing to prove to anybody. Just keep keeping your own truth and keep moving towards the direction of your creator. Focus on life and see life through the eyes of your creator, and things are going to change. You're going to manifest better things because you're going to be putting a positive energy out there. Take time when you're walking by. You see somebody on the street, you don't have to know them. Just pray and ask that blessings happen in their life. Take time to do things like that. I do that when I'm driving on the road. I'll see somebody riding on a bike. I'll see somebody walking, carrying a bag, and I'll look over and I'll ask the Creator to bless their life with a lot of love and happiness and good health. Something that simple. And you're taking the time to get out of yourself. You're taking your time to think. You're taking the time to think about somebody else and having a positive impact on their life. So that's my message for the day. If you're dealing with complicated people, don't accept it into your life if that's not what you want. Honestly, because you're going to get everything that you don't want with it. What you bring home to roost is all up to you. And if it don't belong there, don't bring it there. You don't want it there, don't bring it. It's really that simple. But this goes to say too, I'm no saint, and I'm no authority on having all the answers, because Richard Bach said it best once. We best teach what we most need to learn, and it's easy to have the answers, but applying those answers to your life are another story. So, go easy on yourself. We don't have to get it right, but as long as we're trying, and we're trying to better ourselves, we're constantly a work in progress. If we're moving forward in any way, we're doing something that's better than just standing still. So I wish you all a blessed day. I'll be at my prayers today, and I hope good things for you come, and a lot of happiness. I hope this video helps bring happiness and peace to your life, so that it's something that you think about when you go out into your daily routine and you run into somebody complicated, and just remind yourself, this ain't my reality. This is theirs. I don't have to accept it. I'm not going to take it. And stay positive. There's a lot of other people around you in your life that are positive, that depend on it. And have a good day.